Yo, what's going on everyone? Guiding Light here, and in this one, I want to show you guys how you can find a way out for the Gleaming Abyss quest. So right after taking down all of these enemies, you're going to want to go ahead and pick up all of the drops. You'll be stuck here where it will tell you guys to examine this contraption, and it will just simply say to find a way out. Now, if you head upstairs, there's going to be quite a few drops up here. You're going to want to collect everything before moving on because there's a chance you might not be able to come back up here. So simply come up here. This is where you're going to find the key. But before that, you want to make sure to pick up everything else. So there's going to be this chest. You want to grab that. There's a book here off to the left. There's another thing off here to the right. And what's very, very important is that you actually do pick up these antlers. You're going to need those later, actually, believe it or not. So as you can see, once you pick those up, they'll come into your inventory. And then there's even another chest, which is located up here, and another collectible. So go ahead and grab everything. You'll also get the key at this point, which you need to now progress to the other room. So once you have grabbed everything, you can now come back down here to the statue, go ahead and put the key inside, and you should be able to venture on to the next room. So in the next room, there will be a tomb to inspect, as well as a ton of different enemies along the way. Now, you'll take out all of these enemies, and at the end of this pathway, there's actually going to be a dead end, but I'll show you guys how you can solve this. So what you'll do here is actually go ahead and use your fire arrows. The reason why is because at the end here, there will be a construction zone. Without really spoiling too much, you're going to have to basically build this out, but you cannot do so until you get the parts. Now, we already got the first part in this first room, but what you'll have to do now is actually use one of your fire arrows to break down this plank and go around the back. So there's sort of a secret passageway back here. You may have already seen this chest, but not really knowing how to get it. Now, as you're coming through here, you want to make sure to get all of these lethal crystals. These are crafting materials, which are really hard to find. I don't really remember finding too many more throughout the story, but there's a ton in here. So just be sure to pick them all up along the way because there's going to be one about every 10 or 15 feet or so. Now, again, while you're coming through here, you're going to notice that there's another set of antlers to complete the quest. So make sure that you now have these as well. And then as you move through, you're going to actually find a third piece of antler. So make sure that you now have two of them. We got the first one in the first room. This is the second one. And then when we push forward, we're going to get to the third set. So again, just keep going through, tons of collectibles along the way and random stuff. Go ahead and pick up these crystals as well and just simply continue forward. So once you get up here, you're going to reach another dead end. You're going to be able to also pick up the last set of antlers. Now, I honestly thought I was going to be able to maybe burn out these spider webs as well, but it doesn't look like you could. So what you can do here is purify this last piece. You should now have all three of the pieces. There's another lethal crystal back there. And then from here, what you want to do is actually make your way back out to the main room that we came from. There's also another collectible over here on this shelf, which I almost missed. So if you follow this way, you'll be able to actually just drop down back to where we came from. Now, once you guys get here, you'll be at this dead end again, and there's going to be a boundary stone. Make sure to activate that so that you can actually teleport back down here. Now, once you come here, you'll be able to place the items. You're going to unlock this build or construction mode, which can be a little bit confusing at first. So it actually got kind of bugged out, and I had to walk away and then come back. And now it will let me simply place the items. Once I click the place button, I can now cycle through. At the bottom of the screen, you can see you can cycle through all of the items that you have. So as you can see here, I now have all three of my items. You're going to actually have to go in and select each item and then place it and then rotate over to the correct antler. Make sure that you line it up right. You can see that little green arrow. It has to be right inside the blue highlighted area in order for it to even work. Once you guys put all these items on, it'll let you through. So hope this helps, and I will catch you in the next one.